Yo, it's your boy, Smoke Back there, Manavio. Today's Manavio, we're going to be talking about the real life football, and we are going to go ahead and do what every team needs to do this offseason in order to make their team better, and we are doing the AFC East, and Jay Color Pick 6 will be helping with these videos as well. If you don't know, he's another guy on the channel, helps around with these videos. He'll be doing two other teams while I do two other. Starting off with the Miami Dolphins, I will be doing them. We go ahead and take a quick preview on them. That line is kind of bad. And then quarterback position, Ryan Fitzpatrick was playing pretty good, but got benched, and I don't know why really, but they benched him. All right. We look at the team needs now. Left tackle, yes, our left tackle is atrocious. I get he's young, but 65 and you're starting, that's not that good. And right tackle, Robert Hunt, 71 overall. It's still pretty bad. So both the ends of the line are pretty bad. As you see right here, it says we need a quarterback, but I don't really think we need a quarterback, really, because we got Tua. Tua's young. Now, I know he didn't produce that well in his rookie season, so he needs to step it up a whole lot, but he can be good in the receiving core. It pains me to say this about the receiving core because I really like a lot of people there, but they just can't get it done. They're not good enough. All right, and with the key re-signs, there really is none. By the way, cap space, they are 10th in the league. They got 30 mil, and we're going to go ahead and get Ted, the center, and onto the draft. We're going to go ahead with our third overall pick to take Micah Parsons. I do feel it was a little slight reach, but I feel like we needed that, and we can take O-line sometime later. So I wanted to get Micah Parsons. I know he's a defensive-minded stud. As you see right here, the 17th pick, we try to keep it realistic. Like Jalen Waddle's still there. He will most likely not be in the 17th pick. So we actually went with the choice that makes the most sense. And I'm going to go with Carlos Basham Jr., defensive end out of Wake Forest. And he looks like a stud right there. He has got hidden potential, as you can see. So hopefully he pans out good for the Miami defense. And then for the next pick, we couldn't go without the top three picks for the Dolphins without taking a lineman. So I feel like we are going to be taking O-line here, and honestly, either tackle position. But I feel like I'm going to go. I was debating here, but I'm going to go right tackle just because our right tackle is bad. I will pick up a left tackle during free agency. All right, and that's the left tackle we picked up during free agency, Russell Okung. I feel like he'll be a great fit for us. I mean, he's a veteran and he's pretty old, but he's still solid and better. And then we also got Curtis Samuel to help out with the receiving core. All right, now let's go ahead and sim a future in Madden and see how they do. And as you see right there, we made the playoffs. We lost in the wild card to the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, it was a tough loss considering how close it was, but I'll take it. I mean, they were close to being a playoff team, but they weren't, so I took a non-playoff team technically to a playoff berth, so I'll take it. Again, their team's really young, so that's really good. 6th in the standings, and they were 1st in the AFC East, so that's pretty good. All right, and now we're going off to the New England Patriots. And let's see right there, the team right there. The receivers are, I feel the receivers are pretty rough considering Julian Edelman got injured. Their offensive line was way better than I thought looking back at it. And then this is what Madden said the team needs. We need a tight end. I 110% agree that we need a tight end. We need a defensive tackle. Yeah, I could see why they say that, but I don't really feel like it's the second need that we need. But as you see right there, receiver now. Yes, we absolutely need receivers. Our first receiver is a 79, and our second's a 75. That is rough. Middle linebacker, I think that's only saying that because Dante Hightower opted out of the season because Dante Hightower is good. Now we're going to go with key re-signs, and the Patriots got a bunch. It is a good thing that they are 3rd in the NFL with cap space and got $64 million because they got a lot of people to resign. They got J.C. Jackson, Dante Hightower, Joe Thunley, David Andrews, Wise Jr., and Adam Butler, all to resign. They have the whole squad basically to resign. And I'm not going to resign Cam Newton. I feel like Bill Belichick just used Cam Newton to get a feel of a mobile quarterback. So I'm not going to resign Cam. As you see right here, The draft day, we're going with Trey Lance with the 15th overall pick. It's in mock drafts, it's in everywhere, and I believe Bill Belichick just wanted to have Cam Newton be a science rat, basically. So you're going to take Trey Lance there in our first round pick, and now with our second round pick, I feel like we're going to go offense again, and we're going to go ahead and go with receiver because the receivers do need some help. We definitely need to pay attention to the receivers, and we're going to go with the receiver out of Florida. I feel like this dude is a stud. I watched him play a little bit, but not too much, but I do know he's good. So, and anything needs help with the Patriots receiving core right now. And all right, and here we're going to go with defensive tackle. I did re-sign Adam Butler, but honestly, I feel like I feel like they run a 4-3, so let's go ahead and go with defensive tackle again, and we're going with Terrell Slayton. And it says it's a good pick, and he's 70 overall, so I'll take it. And we also signed Terrell Williams in free agency. That is another person I signed, and another person I signed was Juwan Smith, coming from the Tennessee Titans. I feel like this could maybe happen in real life, considering the Titans don't have too much cap. Also, speaking of, we also did a video in the what every AFC South team needs to do. There'll be a link in the description for that. Make sure you go ahead and check it out. But yeah, we also got Juwan Smith to fill in that hole for the tight end. And now we are tied for last in 5-11. I wasn't expecting too much. It's not a good team. I know Patriots fans aren't used to hearing this, but you guys are in a rebuilding stage now. Now you just guys need to get better, and we were 30th in the league. All right, now Jay Cutler will be talking about the Buffalo Bills and everything they need to do.
Hey guys, the Buffalo Bills, interesting here. They don't have much cap right off the bat when you're looking at it, but you can easily get more, and I'm going to be showing that right now. We're going to be going through and cutting guys to make up some cap room so you can sign people, because this team's pretty good right now. You got to get pieces, but when you're also cutting people, you also got to rely on young people to step up, and you'll see how that affects it later on in the video. So here we are looking at what they need. Left outside linebacker, let's see here. Yeah, he's old, not that good. D-tackle, I disagree with that. Ed Oliver's a stud. Now, halfback, I disagree with that. Two young guys. Tight end, disagree with that. I'm a big fan of Dawson Knox. And the right tackle, I agree with that because we are going to be losing him. Just so you know. Now here, they don't really got anyone that I really interested in. Matt Milano, yeah, he's alright, but he's going to cost a lot. Here we are, we're going to be cutting Jerry Hughes as one of the guys we're going to be cutting. He's going to save us some money. We're also going to be cutting Mario Addison, Trent Murphy, as you see right now, Quentin Jefferson, and Lee Smith. All these guys a couple of them are starters, but they're making a lot of money right now for what they're producing. I feel it'd be better to get rid of them, bring in new faces, get young guys more playing time. You got a young team. You want these younger guys on your team that have potential to step up, and this is the only way they can do it is with playing. So that's what we're doing here, getting rid of these guys, freeing up cap space so we can address also some of these spots that are needed, because we're not going to be signing some of those people. Like the right tackle we're losing, we need money to be able to replace him. So here, we're going through, cutting the last guy. Who was it? Lee Smith. Yeah, we're going to be cutting him too. So now, we're going to be going over the rookies I drafted. Drafted a rookie corner from Florida State, Samuel Jr. He's pretty good. Here we're also going to be going over the other guy I drafted. We lost the right tackle, drafted the dude from Notre Dame. I like him a lot. I hope he lasts to the Rams pick because I really want him. And Dylan Moses, third-round pick. He's been dropping just because of some bad footage of him. Now we're going to be going over who I had them re-sign in the offseason. We ended up getting $19 million in cap, so we had room. Got Kelechi Osemele to make up for that. loss we had at guard. We bring in Clowney. He's coming off an injury. I feel like you could get him on the low because he's just looking to go to a team. KJ Wright is good, filling in for that loss of Matt Milano. And Artie Burns, another guy. I'm big on him, even though he's not that good right now. Young, give him time. He can learn behind Tre'Davious White. So now we're going to be looking at how we did. And we didn't do bad. We didn't do good. I was definitely expecting to do better. But I can also see why we went 7-9 and finished second in the AFC East. It's a young team. It's going to be hard to do that stuff. You really need players to step up. Now we're going to be going into the New York Jets. Jets got a lot of cap. It's going to be really interesting to see how stuff goes. I am not going to be addressing the quarterback. I'm going to say that right now. So you guys can be thinking about who else I'm going to be taking in the draft. I'm not addressing the quarterback. I don't blame Sam Darnold. We got a really young team here. I don't really know. You got to give them time. You got to get pieces for those young guys. Sam Darnold, I don't agree with that quarterback need. I already said that. Right tackle, yes, the offensive line's pretty bad. Wide receiver, yeah, it needs some work. Tight end, yes, it really does too. And left outside linebacker, that entire defense needs some work. And we're going to be fixing that in the offseason. So now, we're going to be going over the key re-signs. As you can see, I was able to re-sign Marcus May. But the other guy, Brian Poole that I wanted, he didn't want the thing, so I franchise tagged him. Realistically, they're going to sign him to a real deal. Now, in the draft, I went after Kyle Pitts with the second overall. Realistically, if they trade back, they can get him too. Just, I don't know how far back, so be careful with that. With their second first-round pick, we're going to draft J.C. Horn. I like him a lot as a corner. I think he's really underrated. He could be the steal of the draft. Wyatt Davis is our other guy we drafted in the second round out of Ohio State. Right guard, helps the offensive line. Now, after going through, we added some guys. Got to get those guys, young guys, some talent. Remember I was saying that? Sam Darnold's now, he's got a run game at Fournette and another wide receiver in Juju. That helps him get out the ball with Kyle Pitts too. That offense could definitely be deadly. Bring in Barrett, good pass rush, and you got to get more secondary help. John Johnson will help over the top when they're running two safeties, make up for the corners. Really good. And now we're going to be looking at how we finished after a year sim. Well, we finished 6th in the entire NFL. Pretty good. A lot better than I was expecting. Jets won the AFC East. I can't believe it. But we did make the playoffs. This was short-lived. We lost the first round to the Bengals. Now, I don't know. It's a young team. Give them more time. We'll see what happens. Now, back to Orb for the outro.
Alright guys, make sure you go ahead and comment down what Orb and Jay Cutler did best, or what we didn't do best. We appreciate all comments. Make sure you go to comment down below that. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Madden 21 content.